The WNBA thought they could slap Sophie Cunningham with a fine and call it a day. But here's where it gets even crazier. They didn't get the memo. Cunningham turned a $400 penalty into a multi-million-dollar victory. Yes, you heard that right. Cunningham just humiliated the WNBA. Now she's exposing the double standard they have been begging to ignore. How did she pull that off? In a league where referees have seemingly turned a blind eye to Clark's relentless targeting, Cunningham took matters into her own hands during a fiery clash against the Connecticut Sun. Her actions sparked a massive blowout, and fans lost their minds. Cunningham has been transformed into an Indiana Fever icon overnight, and you'll never guess how it ends. This is the story of how one hard foul changed the game, exposed the WNBA's officiating flaws, and made Cunningham a household name while the league grapples with its own failures. Caitlin Clark is more than just a player. She's the WNBA's lifeline, drawing comparisons to LeBron James and Stephen Curry, but arguably wielding even greater influence. And here's where everything changes. In her rookie season of 2024, Clark accounted for a staggering 17% of all flagrant fouls called in the WNBA, a crazy statistic that highlights how often she was targeted. Isn't that crazy? According to data compiled from WNBA game logs, 12 of the 70 flagrant fouls league-wide were committed against Clark, despite her playing only 40 games. This season, the physicality hasn't let up. Incidents like Chennedy Carter's body check and Dijanai Carrington's eye poke in 2024 set the stage. And in 2025, Clark continues to face hard fouls, shoves, and uncalled contact that have fans and analysts crying foul. But what happens next is truly insane. One particularly brutal moment came during the 2024 playoffs when Carrington's eye poked sidelined Clark briefly, contributing to the Fever's first-round exit against the Connecticut Sun. This season, Clark missed a stretch of games in June 2025 due to a minor injury rumored to be related to the cumulative physical toll. And the consequences, they were brutal. The WNBA's ratings plummeted 55% during her absence, according to Outkick, with viewership dropping from an average of 9.9 million for Clark's games to under 4.5 million without her. Ticket sales followed suit, with arenas like Gainbridge Fieldhouse seeing a 30% drop in attendance for non-Clark games per Sportico estimates. Here's why this matters to you. Clark's absence didn't just hurt the Fever, it exposed the WNBA's reliance on her star power. Unlike LeBron or Curry, who share the NBA's spotlight with other superstars, Clark is the singular force driving the W's newfound popularity. But here's what they're not telling you. The narrative that the WNBA's 2024 rookie class, or overall talent pool, is fueling its growth is a media fabrication. The data is clear. 18 of the 21 WNBA games with over 1 million viewers in 2024 featured Clark's Fever per ESPN. Her games against rivals like Angel Reese or Aja Wilson drew massive audiences, but without Clark, interest waned. The WNBA's $200 million annual media deal and 170% viewership spike in 2024 are largely attributable to her. And that's just scratching the surface. No other sport has a single player with such disproportionate influence, making Clark the W's golden goose and a prime target for opponents. This is where things start getting dangerous. Enter Sophie Cunningham, the 28-year-old guard who joined the Fever from the Phoenix Mercury in a February 2025 trade. Known for her gritty play and nicknamed Spicy Sophie, Cunningham has emerged as Clark's on-court bodyguard, a role that crystallized during a heated game against the Connecticut Sun on June 17, 2025. And this is where things go completely off the rails. With the Fever leading 88-71 in the final minute, Connecticut's J.C. Sheldon, a longtime rival from Clark's Big Ten days, poked Clark in the eye and sparked a shoving match. Sun guard Marina Maybray then escalated things, shoving Clark to the floor. Referees issued technical fouls to Clark, Maybray, and Tina Charles, with Sheldon receiving a flagrant one. Hardly a deterrent. But here's the part that nobody saw coming. Cunningham, incensed by the officials' inaction, took justice into her own hands. With 46 seconds left, she delivered a hard foul on Sheldon, wrapping her arms around the Sun guard and pulling her to the ground. The play ignited a bench-clearing brawl, with Cunningham, Sheldon, and Suns' Lindsey Allen ejected. The WNBA responded with a $400 fine for Cunningham's flagrant 2 foul and an additional undisclosed fine for her role in the scuffle, per ESPN. Yet we know it's $400. But what if I told you? That's not the worst part. Cunningham was unapologetic, telling reporters it was a buildup for a couple of years now of them just not protecting the star player of the WNBA. And so at the end of the day, I'm going to protect my teammates. Her coach, Stephanie White, echoed this, slamming officials for losing control. You could tell this was going to happen. And the craziest part, it's 100% real. Cunningham's actions resonated with fans fed up with Clark's treatment. Social media erupted, with posts on X calling her the enforcer and a superhero for standing up to the WNBA's officiating failures. Sophie Cunningham just became a legend for letting the WNBA know not to mess with Caitlin Clark. It's game on. Her hard foul wasn't just a moment of retaliation, it was a statement. If the refs won't protect Clark, Cunningham will. And you'll want to pay close attention to this part. Her black belt in Taekwondo, earned at age 6, adds credibility to her enforcer persona, making her a formidable presence on the court.
Oh my God, Sophie's a dog. She just is, she's a competitor. She's versatile, so she allows us to do different things. Like, she plays with such a toughness. She's huge, and she's going to be for us all season long.
This is where it gets really interesting. The WNBA's officiating has been a lightning rod for criticism, particularly regarding Clark. In 2024, Clark faced 12 flagrant fouls, more than any other player, despite playing fewer minutes than veterans like Aja Wilson or Breanna Stewart. This season, the trend continues, with Clark enduring uncalled contact in nearly every game. A Washington Post analysis noted that the WNBA's paint is a physical and violent place, with referees often failing to call fouls on aggressive plays. Las Vegas Aces coach Becky Hammon, a respected voice, defended Cunningham's actions, saying, "There's too much bumping, too much grabbing, too much fouling that's not getting called, and people are tired of getting hit."
This is what happens, right? This is what happens. You've got competitive women who are the best in the world at what they do, right? And when you allow them to play physical and you allow these things to happen, they're going to compete. And they're going to have their teammates back.
But here's something most people completely miss. The WNBA's reluctance to protect Clark isn't just about officiating. It's a systemic issue tied to the league's culture. Veterans like Alyssa Thomas and Jonquil Jones have been cited for hard fouls on Clark, yet penalties are inconsistent. For example, Chennedy Carter's body check in 2024 was upgraded to a flagrant foul only after review, with no suspension. The league's inaction has fueled a perception that Clark, as a rookie phenom, is being hazed by veterans and unprotected by officials. And if you think that's bad, just wait. Sun coach Rachid Meziane called Cunningham's foul stupid and disrespectful, but fans and analysts argue the real disrespect is the WNBA's failure to safeguard its biggest asset.
Prices continue their decline without the assistance of the roof from Waterloo. First off, credit where credit is due.
But here's the most important part. Clark's impact on the WNBA is unparalleled. In 2024, she drove a 170% increase in viewership, with her games averaging 9.9 million viewers compared to the league's 5.8 million overall per ESPN. Her presence boosted ticket sales by 30% league-wide, with the Fever's home games selling out 90% of the time. When Clark missed games in June 2025, the W's ratings crashed 55%, and ticket sales for non-Fever games dropped significantly per Sportico. And that's where things take a wild turn. This stark contrast proves that Clark, not the rookie class or veterans like Wilson, is the primary draw. Posts on X reinforce this, with one user stating, "The WNBA is nothing without Caitlin Clark. Ratings tanked when she was out. She's bigger than LeBron ever was for the NBA." And by the end of this, you'll understand why this is so important. Clark's influence extends beyond stats. Her $28 million Nike deal and $11 million in endorsements dwarf her $76,535 WNBA salary, highlighting the league's pay disparity. The WNBA's $40 million loss in 2024, even during its most profitable season, underscores its financial fragility. Clark's ability to fill arenas and boost media deals makes her indispensable, yet the league's officiating failures risk alienating her and her fans. Stick around because the next part is huge. And here's where it gets even more unbelievable. Cunningham's $400 fine was a small price to pay for her newfound stardom. In the 48 hours following the Sun game, her TikTok following surged from 400,000 to 1.2 million, and her Instagram gained 350,000 followers, totaling 730,000 per Sportico. Her number 8 Fever jersey sold out within days, with Fanatics listing restocks delayed until July 8, 2025. Marketing agency STN Digital estimated that gaining 1 million followers across platforms would cost a brand over $1 million. And Cunningham's sponsored posts, previously priced at $10,000, could now fetch $20,000 each. And the best part? We're just getting started. Cunningham's rise mirrors that of Kate Martin, who sold more jerseys than Aja Wilson in 2024, despite being a rookie with modest stats. Clark's teammates benefit from her halo effect, but Cunningham's enforcer role has amplified her appeal. Fans on X dubbed her a national treasure, with one post racking up 1.2 million views and 141,000 likes. Her endorsements with Adidas and Quest Nutrition are set to expand, with potential deals in the pipeline that could push her off-court earnings into the millions. But wait, this next part is what really matters. While the WNBA lost $40 million in 2024, Cunningham's social media boom and jersey sales show she's capitalizing on Clark's popularity in a way the league has failed to do. And that's when I discovered something shocking. A petition with 388 signatures called for Cunningham's ban from the WNBA, citing her unsportsmanlike conduct. Yet the backlash only fueled her popularity, with fans rallying behind her as Clark's protector. One ex-user wrote, "Sophie Cunningham's $400 fine was the best investment ever. Her jersey's sold out, and she's got the WNBA shook Cunningham's TikTok nod to the incident, lip-syncing Selena Gomez's Hands to Myself. Garnered 1.2 million views and comments like legend from fitness influencer Joey Swole. And the final twist, it's something no one expected. Her loyalty to Clark has made her a fan favorite, turning a fine into a financial windfall. This is where things go from bad to worse. The WNBA's officiating issues and financial struggles highlight a league at a crossroads. Clark's 17% share of flagrant fouls in 2024 and continued targeting in 2025 expose a failure to protect its biggest star. The league's $40 million loss, despite a record-breaking season, shows it cannot afford to alienate Clark or her fans. But what happens next will change everything. Cunningham's emergence as Clark's enforcer has shifted the narrative. Her willingness to get her hands dirty sends a message to the WNBA. Protect your stars, or players like Cunningham will. And if you think that's shocking, wait until you see this. The Fever's 8-7 record as of June 2025 reflects their reliance on Clark, who averages 21.3 points and 8.7 assists per game. Cunningham's role as her protector ensures Clark can focus on her game, boosting the team's playoff hopes. Fans are throwing their weight behind Cunningham, with her social media growth and merchandise sales outpacing even Wilson's. And that's where everything clicked into place. The WNBA may have fined Cunningham, but she's laughing all the way to the bank, while the league grapples with its inability to capitalize on Clark's stardom. You'll want to see this through to the end. Trust me, Sophie Cunningham's $400 fine was a small price to pay for exposing the WNBA's officiating flaws and cementing her status as a fan favorite. By standing up for Caitlin Clark, she's become the enforcer the league didn't know it needed, turning a moment of controversy into a multi-million-dollar opportunity. Clark's unmatched influence, driving 55% of viewership and 30% of ticket sales, makes her the WNBA's most valuable asset, far surpassing LeBron or Curry's impact on the NBA. And the truth behind this? It's absolutely insane. The league tried to fine her, but Sophie Cunningham and Caitlin Clark are the ones rewriting the rules. Who's laughing now? The referees hit a new low with their soft, wrist-wringing approach to a hard foul on Caitlin Clark. But when Sophie Cunningham took matters into her own hands, they decided it had gone too far, but by then the referees had lost control of the game. What do you think of the WNBA refs? Are they ever going to change, or will players just eat up the fines to serve revenge? Let's know what you think in the comments section below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more updates. Stay tuned.